Okay, so have you ever felt like, you're on this hamster wheel just chasing the dream of making money online,
Mm-hmm.
but you never quite get there?
Yeah.
You try one thing, it doesn't work. Then another, that doesn't work either.
Right.
You're just bombarded with all these courses that promise instant riches.
Oh, yeah.
But they always need like a huge following. You need to know all this complex tech stuff, or you have to spend a ton of money on ads.
I've been there.
It's so frustrating.
It is. It really is.
But what if there was a way to like break free from that whole cycle?
Okay.
What if you could create a sustainable income online,
Right.
but without all that hype and all the hassle?
Mm-hmm.
That's what caught my eye with this simple commission formula.
Yeah. The name itself is interesting, right?
Yeah.
Simple commission formula. It kind of suggests, a really straightforward, no-nonsense approach,
Right.
which is kind of refreshing, when you think about the world of online marketing.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who created this, David Mills, he's got this incredibly relatable story. He spent like a decade trying to make things work online, like trying every trend, every tactic.
Yeah.
But nothing was really working for him.
Right.
And then in 2019, he says he found this simple formula and started making a lot of money with affiliate marketing.
A lot. How much are we talking?
Over $480,000,
Whoa. Okay.
according to his sales page.
That's a big number.
Right.
Now, of course, we always have to be careful, right?
Yeah.
Anyone can make a website and say
Right.
that they've made a ton of money.
Of course.
But what I find interesting about this is that David's not just throwing out this big number.
Yeah.
He actually breaks down his system into a training program with different modules.
Exactly. That's what makes it so interesting. It's not just some vague promise of easy money.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a structured approach
Yeah.
with a focus on being simple and consistent,
Right.
which I really like.
Yeah.
And one of the first things that stood out to me was this whole idea of a help, don't sell framework.
Now, that's a fascinating idea, right? It's
Yeah.
almost counterintuitive because how can you make money without selling anything?
Right.
It doesn't seem to make sense, but I guess it speaks to a larger trend in online marketing now where it's kind of moving away from those pushy sales tactics
Yeah.
and moving more towards building those genuine relationships.
Yeah. It's all about giving people value, building that trust, and then kind of naturally recommending products that could help them solve problems.
Right, right.
And that leads into another cool part of the system.
Yeah.
They actually give you proven templates and scripts.
Oh, wow. So this is especially good for anyone who maybe feels intimidated
Yeah,
by having to write marketing copy or come up with their own sales pitches.
exactly.
So having those pre-written resources, that could be a real game changer for people just starting out. It takes away some of that fear
Totally.
of the blank page.
Mm.
And it gives you like a starting point.
For sure. And speaking of starting points, here's where things get really interesting. This simple commission formula says you don't even need an audience to start making money with affiliate marketing.
Wait a second, hold on. That sounds a little too good to be true.
Right.
How is that even possible? How can you make money with affiliate marketing if you don't even have an audience?
I know, right? That's exactly what I thought.
That-
But David says he has this unique system where you can leverage these existing platforms
Okay.
and tap into audiences that are already there.
Right.
So you're not starting from scratch having to build your own following.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
There are definitely platforms out there
Yeah.
like YouTube or Pinterest where you can reach a ton of people
Right.
without needing your own following.
Exactly. And that ties into another point that really resonated with me, and I bet a lot of people listening right now feel the same way.
Okay, what's that?
That's that whole perfectionist paralysis thing,
Oh,
where you feel like everything has to be perfect before you can do anything.
mm-hmm.
And you're so afraid of putting yourself out there,
Right.
and people might criticize you.
I think we've all been there.
Oh, yeah. And I love that David really focuses on taking action, starting small,
Yeah.
iterating along the way.
Mhm.
He wants you to overcome that fear of not being perfect
Right.
and just get started.
That's so important.
So how does this simple commission formula actually work? Well, it all comes down to one specific method: YouTube affiliate marketing.
Okay, now YouTube is a great platform for this kind of thing
Yeah.
because it has a huge audience and it's super visual,
Right.
which is perfect for showing off products.
And what I love about David's approach is that he focuses on creating these simple review videos. You don't need to be some pro videographer or anything like that.
Yeah, that's good.
He makes it really simple. He breaks it down step by step so anyone can follow it. So I'm curious to know more about that. Like, what are the key parts of this YouTube affiliate marketing formula that he's talking about?
Yeah.
Well, first, he teaches you how to find the right products to promote.
Right.
The ones that fit your niche, that have those high conversion rates.
Yeah.
Then He shows you how to make those really compelling review videos
Mm-hmm.
that highlight all the benefits of the product
Right.
and answer any questions that people watching might have.
Okay, so that all makes sense. Seems really straightforward.
Yeah.
But I guess what makes a review video really stand out and really work?
Right.
How do you make sure that yours gets seen on YouTube when there's so much competition out there?
That's a great question, and that's where things get really exciting. Let's dive into some of those key insights from his training. Remember that whole help, don't sell thing we were talking about?
Mm.
Well, David calls his approach the no selling required method.
Uh-huh.
And it's honestly one of the most interesting parts of this whole system.
So how do you make money with affiliate marketing if you're not actually selling?
I know, it's like, how does that even work?
Yeah, it seems kind of contradictory.
It does, but when you think about it, it actually makes sense. His whole approach is about building that trust and giving real value to the people watching your videos.
Oh.
Instead of trying to push a product on them, you're focused on helping them solve a problem
Right.
or just fulfill a need that they have.
So it's more about being like a trusted advisor.
Yeah, like a helpful guide
Okay.
instead of a pushy salesperson.
Got it.
And he actually gives you specific strategies for how to do that in your videos.
Oh, cool.
Like, for example, he says you should focus on doing reviews that really zero in on a specific problem that your audience has.
Okay.
And then you naturally recommend the product as the solution.
Makes sense.
He even gives you scripts and templates for how to structure the whole video that way.
Oh, wow. That's super helpful. So once you've got that no selling required thing down,
Yeah.
how do you even choose the right products to promote in the first place?
That's where his perfect product formula comes in.
Perfect product formula.
Yeah. It's basically this set of criteria he uses to figure out which products are going to be winners,
Okay.
the ones that are more likely to actually get people to buy.
So what does he look for?
He looks at things like, how big of a problem does the product solve?
Uh-huh.
Is the sales page for the product actually good?
Okay.
What's the commission structure like?
Mm-hmm.
And even the reputation of the company selling it.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's not just about promoting anything, it's about being strategic and choosing those products that are actually going to work for your audience.
Exactly. And then, once you've found that perfect product, it's time to make that review video.
Right.
He calls this part the review video blueprint,
Okay.
and it breaks down the whole process into these manageable steps.
Yeah. This is where it all comes together because
Right.
the video is that connection with the potential customers.
Totally.
So what are some of the things he focuses on in this review video blueprint?
Well, he says you got to start with a really strong hook that grabs people's attention right away.
That's key.
Then you go into the problem that the product solves,
Uh-huh.
all those pain points that your audience might be feeling.
Yeah, you got to make them feel like you understand what they're going through.
Exactly.
Huh?
And then from there, you transition into how the product is the answer to those problems.
Okay.
David has tips for how to show off the product and its features
Mm-hmm.
in a way that's clear and interesting for the viewer.
So you're basically telling a story, building that emotional connection, and then the product becomes the hero.
Exactly. But making a great video is only half of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? You also have to make sure that people actually see it.
That's true. You could have the best video in the world, but if nobody sees it, what's the point?
Exactly. And that's where his visibility advantage strategy comes in.
Visibility advantage.
Yeah, he knows that YouTube is super competitive,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be tough to get your videos seen,
Especially if you're just starting out.
especially when you're just starting out.
So how do you stand out? What are some of his strategies?
Well, he's big on keyword research.
Okay.
You got to understand what people are actually searching for on YouTube,
Right.
and then make sure your video titles and descriptions and tags match those searches.
That's important for like the algorithm,
Yeah.
so YouTube knows what your video is about.
Exactly. He also gives you tips for making those eye-catching thumbnails
Yeah, those are important.
that make people want to click.
Totally.
Plus, he talks about being part of the YouTube community,
Mm-hmm.
leaving comments on other videos, building those relationships with other creators.
That's smart because it's not just about the algorithm, it's about making those connections.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another thing I really like about his whole approach is he's all about working smarter, not harder.
Time is precious.
Right. He knows that people are busy and can't spend all day making videos.
Yeah. So what are some of his time-saving tips?
He has this thing he calls the ultimate time saver, where he encourages you to batch your work. So you film multiple videos at once,
Right.
and then you can repurpose that content on other platforms.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It's super efficient. And he even gives you templates and systems for making your editing process faster.
Wow. So he's really thought of everything.
He really has.
Mm-hmm.
So this all sounds great, right?
Yeah.
But I know what you're thinking. Does it actually work?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question.
Right. We've talked about all these strategies, the
Mm.
templates, the time-saving tips.
Yeah.
But what really matters is if you can actually get results with it.
Exactly.
And that's where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
Because David doesn't just say that it works.
Okay.
He shows you that it works. His sales page has all this proof,
Oh, yeah.
including how much he's made from affiliate marketing
Uh-huh.
and testimonials from other students who have used his formula and been successful.
Okay, so let's dig into that proof and see if it lives up to the hype.
All right, so let's talk proof. Because in the online business world, especially when it comes to making money online, everyone's got a system that supposedly works.
Oh, yeah, there are a ton of claims out there.
But where's the evidence, right?
Exactly. You got to see it to believe it.
Right. So what proof does David Mills actually give us to back up his claims about this formula?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Well, the first thing is he's got a lot of income proof right on his sales page.
Okay.
We're talking screenshots of what he's earned from all these different affiliate platforms like JVZoo, Warrior Plus, and even Impact, which I think is known for having affiliate programs for bigger, more established brands.
Oh, okay. So that's a good sign. It means he's not just using one of those smaller niche platforms.
Right. And these screenshots are really detailed, too.
Okay, so it's not just like a little glimpse.
Oh, no. You see the whole dashboard?
Oh, wow.
The earnings breakdown, the dates, even his name right there on the screen. He's not hiding anything.
That's good.
And what's even cooler is he shows you the recurring commissions coming in.
Oh,
wow. Not just like one-time sales.
that recurring revenue, that's what everyone wants, right?
Right.
It means things are more stable and predictable.
Exactly. But of course, income proof is just one part of it.
Mm.
What about other people who have tried his system?
Right, what do they say?
That's where the student testimonials come in.
Okay.
And these aren't just like generic, this course is great kind of things.
Right.
These are real stories from people who were struggling. Maybe they were skeptical.
Yeah.
Maybe they were about to give up on trying to make money online.
Mm-hmm.
And then they tried his formula and started seeing results.
Those are the testimonials that really get you, So what kind of results are we talking about here?
Oh, we're talking people quitting their jobs,
Bro.
replacing their full-time income.
Really?
Even some who are achieving financial freedom because of this system. And it's not even just about the money.
Right.
Some of them talk about how much more confident they feel,
Yeah.
like they're empowered and finally in control of their own lives.
That's really powerful. It makes you think that this system goes beyond just teaching you the tactics.
Totally.
It's almost like it's helping people overcome those mental blocks that hold them back.
Yeah, for sure. And what really stood out to me was that a lot of these people were totally new to affiliate marketing.
Oh, wow.
They had no experience. They didn't know anything about tech.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them even doubted if they could really make money online at all.
So if people with no experience are getting results, it means that the system is probably pretty easy to follow.
Right. It lives up to that simple part of the name.
Yeah.
So we've got David's own income proof,
Mm-hmm.
all those detailed screenshots, the affiliate badges, and all these great testimonials. But here's the big question. What does all of this mean for you, the listener?
That's what we want to know, right? It's great to hear about everyone else's success,
Yeah.
but how does it actually apply to our own lives?
And I think it's important to remember that everyone's going to have different results.
Yeah.
What works for one person might not work for another.
Right. There are so many factors involved.
Exactly. There's the market, how much effort you put in, maybe even a little bit of luck.
Definitely no guarantees.
No guarantees, no magic bullet.
But what this system seems to offer is a clear, structured approach
Yeah.
that focuses on simplicity, consistency, and things that have actually been proven to work.
And it gives you a lot of resources, too. Those templates and scripts we were talking about that can save you so much time.
That's huge.
Plus, he offers a 14-day money-back guarantee.
Oh, wow.
So you can try it out without any risk and see if it's right for you.
That's great because you can really dive in and explore it without making a big commitment.
Exactly. So does the simple commission formula live up to the hype? Is it a real way to make money online with affiliate marketing?
Yeah. What's the verdict?
Based on everything we've seen, it definitely seems promising,
Mm-hmm.
but ultimately it's up to you to decide if it fits with your goals, your skills, and how much risk you're comfortable with.
I think that's a good point. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to online business.
Totally. It's about finding what works for you, what you believe in,
Mm-hmm.
and something you're willing to put in the work for.
Exactly. And something that can help you reach your goals.
So maybe this simple commission formula is the answer for you. Maybe it's not. But either way, I hope this deep dive has given you some good insights,
Yeah, me too.
some inspiration to keep chasing those dreams.
It's all about taking action, learning along the way, and adapting as things change online.
So true. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been fun.
And be sure to check out our other episodes where we explore even more fascinating stuff about online business and all kinds of other things.
Absolutely. And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing those boundaries.